The special guest, known as Samuel.
Yes,
Some
sir.
people know him as Sam. So, Sam, what do you do?
Well, I'm an up and coming artist. I go by the name of Sam Soul, and I'm a singer, songwriter. I do a lot. I do a lot.
Okay, you do a lot. Pause. You say you're a singer and a songwriter. Now, I'm going to tell you this now. I am too.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Don't try me. All right.
Now wait, you're not lying, is you?
Not. My name is Bloodshot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So my first question for you is, are you willing to work with any other upcoming artists?
Oh, most definitely. Especially up and coming artists that's in Buffalo, I'm willing to work with.
Definitely. Yeah. What school do you go to?
I go to, it's a long title, Buffalo Academy for Visual and Performing Arts.
You go there for, let me guess, vocals.
Yeah, vocal. I'm a vocal major.
Like
Yes, sir.
All right. So what grade are you in?
Right now, I'm a sophomore. Yeah.
Sophomore. I'm a senior. She's a sophomore
I'm a
too.
sophomore. Yeah, this is my friend Samuel.
Oh yeah, he's your friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's friends. So I have do the vocals teachers at our school, do they help you like produce stuff, or is it just like on your own?
It's kind of a mix of both. They give me little tips here and there, like about singing and like what to use when singing. But most of the stuff I just pick up on my own.
Sweet.
All right, now this might be like a tough question, but who's your favorite teacher, vocal teacher
God,
at the school?
why?
And it can either be
I
Saxon
can't-
or
Mr. Davis.
yeah, Mr. Davis. They can
I
be
can't
either
pick
him.
between them two. I'm gonna say both. And I like Miss Knight also. It's a good teacher. Yeah.
All right. So, what was the inspiration behind like starting your singing career?
I think that started like at an early age when I was 3. I think I already knew what I was gonna do. Like as soon as I saw like Michael Jackson and like Prince and all those, like once I fell in love with those people, I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. You know.
So what do you use to make your music?
I use when I'm making the beats, I use Ableton. I also like to record on Ableton, but I like to use GarageBand sometimes.
Me, I use Soundtrap. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Are you streaming music?
Yeah, man. I'm streaming my new single that's out called Before I Go. That's out on all streaming platforms. So make sure y'all go check that out.
Yep, it's beautiful.
So, like, when writing your songs, like, do you ever get, like, stressed about it?
In a sense, like when trying to find things to get inspired, it could be stressful. But most of the stuff just comes, I hate to sound like conceited, but like most of the stuff kind of just comes naturally, you know?
So like, what type of things inspire you when you're making music? Like, do you songs or situations that happen?
It could be both of those things. A lot of times before I even start making a song, I like to listen to some of my favorite songs to help me get inspired. But as far as like the writing process, a lot of times I like to take things from, things that have happened to me or to people that I've known and try to come up with a song about that.
So, go ahead.
What was your first song? Like, it says Before I Go. Like, what was it about?
Ooh, that was actually about my crush. Yeah, I wanted to write a song, basically kind of just to impress her, That was kind of where that came from.
Right.
Did you impress her?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't want to say.
I hope you did.
I bet you did, because your voice is very amazing. It's beautiful, and I think your music will become very high and like popular because of how gifted you are. And I know just from being in school with you for all these years that like you can do a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, besides your family, who helps encourage you to continue to write music?
Aside from the family, it's a couple of my friends. Like I always give a shout out to my boy Kendrick.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Kendrick. Also, I want to give a shout out to another up and coming artist, who's a good friend of mine, Cordell, go by the name of Chords. He making music. His joint's fire. Make sure y'all put him on the show, man. Cause yeah, he gonna be doing.
Tell him to
big
hit us
things.
up. We put him on.
Yeah, most definitely. He gonna be doing big things in the future.
All right. So like, when you're making music and you're streaming and everything, are you getting paid for this at the same time?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on like how big the song is or how well it does. Then yeah. But yeah, I am getting paid most
That's
definitely.
good.
Better be.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever, do people ever say that writing music wasn't for you, or like they saw you like doing something different, and how did you like ignore that?
You know, I kind of always just kind of did my own thing. I never paid attention to how other people might have felt about my music or whatever. I kind of just like to be in my own little world when I'm making my stuff, you know?
Yeah. Like just open the bathroom, just make music.
Right, man. Like,
yeah. So like, okay. So me, I'm not yet getting paid for mine,
right.
but I'm working on this one song that I would do a snippet of, but y'all not ready for that. But are you working on any music right now that you might be able to give a snippet on?
Yeah, I mean, nothing I could probably, I hate like,
Spoiling?
yeah, putting
Yeah.
out little snippets here and there, but I'm definitely coming out with an album pretty soon, yeah.
Then can you sing a little bit of Before I Go?
Oh, you want me to sing right acapella?
Yeah,
So-
acapella.
Okay, hold up. me. No. I can feel your energy from miles away. I know that it's been rough and you just want me to stay. I just reminisce on the times that we've made. So before I go, that's all I get. That's all I get.
Okay. It's lit. Okay. That's lit. Oh, that actually hit different. Hold up. I'm about to add you on my next album.
Yo, let me know, bro. Hit me up.
Yo, yeah.
So like, as a young artist, do you feel like as if your music would touch like the youth?
Yeah, that's my main goal. I want to be able to cross over, especially like cross over countries, and you know, get other people involved. I don't want to just be known for just doing like R&B or whatever. I want to be able to be known as like a person that can do all things in all
all
genres.
around.
Yeah.
So like, I was looking on your Instagram like a few days ago, and I see you met somebody from the Pentatonics.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Oh.
Scott.
Yeah. How'd that make you feel?
Yo, it's a blessing because you know those are incredible people. You know, the Pentatonics. I've always been a fan of them. So to be able to meet them and be able to like talk to them is crazy. You know.
Man, wish that could be me. So like, when you were making music, when you first started out, did your parents ever think, what is that ruckus going on in my house? Like,
Probably. I never really talked about it. Never talked about it, but I feel like they like in their mind they probably like, what is this boy doing? Like, can you stop, please? Like, go do something else. Go play the game or something.
So what is some advice that you give to parents to support their children who are trying to create like different paths for themselves? What advice would you give to parents?
I would say just let them do their own thing. Like, let them be themselves. If that's something that they really want to take serious and that's something that they're passionate about, I most definitely would want parents to encourage that, you know?
right. Before I ask my next question, I want to say that we do need sponsors on this show. We're bringing good people out, young youth, onto the show. And so, my next question for you, all right? Are you ready for this?
I think
'Cause
so.
if you're not ready,
I think so. You're getting me scared now. Hold up.
no, don't be scared. Be scared. But
I'm scared.
so like, dang. See now you. Okay, there it is. Writer's block. When you have writer's block, what do you do as like a writer to get through that?
Well, one of the things that I like to do is I like to just kind of take a break, kind of just like be alone with my own thoughts. Um, but I don't think there's been a time where I've had like actual writer's block. Like, there might have been times where it's like, okay, how can I put this melody? How can I make it sound, better? But it's never been really a time where I've been like, okay, I can't even, write. It's every day I'm always thinking of a new song or a new melody.
And he better off than me. So when I get writer's block, I'm not going to hold you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck. I'm literally staring at a screen
Right.
or paper, and I'm like, what am I doing? I have no idea what to write down, what to put.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden I hear screaming, and I'm like, got it. I'm about to write about having girlfriends. Or
Right.
something.
I think, yeah, it just comes with like the inspiration. You got to be inspired in order to write.
Yeah.
So, how did you feel when you produced your first single?
How did I feel?
Yeah.
At the time, like when I made the beat, I'm like, yo, this crazy, bro. This beat fire. But I was happy, and yeah, man, I was just excited because I knew it was gonna be something big, and I knew that it was something that I was proud of and that other people was gonna enjoy.
Right. So, Jaleesa, I got a question for you.
Question
Alright.
for me.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Alright.
Not really, no, I don't. I'm not worried about you right now.
Alrighty.
All right, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you're looking at how many people streams, does that sometimes get you like discouraged if there's not a lot of people listening, or how does that make you feel?
No, not really. You always got to start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Even Drake said, I hate to quote Drake, but he even said started from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So eventually I'm gonna get up there. The streams is gonna come up. So
Yeah, Drake, my boy, I love you. So like with the stuff that's going on in the city right now, with
Mhm.
the car crash
Yeah.
and the 12-year-old that just robbed the bank and
Mm.
everything, can you use that at all in inspirations to your music?
yeah, I definitely would say that I could write songs for the times because that's a way to touch other people and to um, be more relevant to what's going on in the world right now. I feel like it's important to discuss those type of issues and stuff. It's better to talk about it than to just act like it doesn't exist. You know?
Mhm. So, how did you feel learning or hearing about that crash, knowing those kids were around our age, and like, how did you feel about that?
At first, I didn't know how to feel. I think the more I kept hearing about it, the more it started to anger me in a way. But at the time, I really didn't know how to feel. And really, the only way I can express myself is through music. So, you know.
So like, besides music,
hmm
what do you do in your free time?
My free time, I just like to. If I'm not playing video games, I'm either like, like streaming on TV or something, like finding something to watch on TV. But it's other stuff that I do. It's hard to find something other than music because that's like my life in a way.
That's like what you do.
Safe
Yeah.
place. So, like, what was your favorite part in creating all the music that you have so far?
My favorite part, I honestly say starting the project is always the best part, and adding on to it is like, oh, I hear something. Okay, let me add this onto it. Let me put this on. So I think
Fits
the
and what doesn't, right?
yeah, like the process is always the best part of it. Like that's the joy of it is
Right.
creating it.
So like, when you're writing, do you write your lyrics out first, or do you make the beat first?
The way I do it, I make the beat, and then I kind of, as I'm making the beat or as I'm like listening to it, I kind of freestyle it in a way, and then I'm like, okay, got it, and then I just start writing to it.
Right. So sometimes do you ever just like forget what you said, but get lucky that you recorded it?
That's happened once. I was so mad. I was lucky that I was able to keep the keep the file, but I forgot to write it down. I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna forget the lyrics.
So, I just want to shout out Mr. Six for giving us this radio show and opportunity to sponsor your music.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, yes, you are a very talented artist, but who are some people like that you hope to meet? Like, and who are some people you hope to meet that know who you are? Like when you see them, they're like, "Oh, you're Samuel. Like I hear your music like on YouTube or whatever." Like, do you hope to get to that place one day?
I want to meet Beyonce. That's my goal. I want to meet like, oh man, it's a handful of people like Beyonce. I'm a big fan of Kendrick Lamar. That's like,
Be humble.
yeah, that's like top 5 rappers in my opinion. Even like the Quincy Jones and like Stevie Wonder, like all of those guys, man. Those are people that I really look up to, who in the future I want to meet someday.
Old
And
school.
those are great producers.
Yo, so like, when, I'm not even about to say if, I'm about to say when. When we make a song together, bro,
Now go ahead, let him finish.
I'm gonna tell you this now. I cannot stay focused on one thing at a time. I'm going to try and do the beat at the same time as the music. I'm gonna try and be trying to post it at the same time as we're making it, not even halfway finished. So, how would you feel working with that?
I'd be like, come on, man, you gotta chill. Like, you gotta take your time. You ain't even finished the beat yet. You already posting it. No, but I mean, I don't think it would really bother me. If that's how you work, then that's fine with me.
Yeah, because I'm always like giving snippets out on Snapchat to
Yeah.
people follow and stuff. But like, yeah,
Yeah, but that's good though. At least the more you put yourself out there, the more people are gonna start
Right.
to notice you, and you'll get attention that way.
Oh, where do you see yourself in like 10 years from now? Like 5 years from now?
I see myself with like a handful of cash in my pocket now.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean, I see myself doing a lot of things, bigger than just singing, because of course that's my first love, but like I said, I'm a songwriter, and I want to definitely get into other things when it comes to writing, like movie scores and you know stuff like that is what I'm passionate about always. But yeah.
So like, go ahead.
Do you see yourself ever like producing for somebody else?
Yeah, that's another thing. I want to produce for other folks, you know, up and coming artists, and even hopefully going to produce for bigger artists.
Okay. So when you are like when you were younger, what were you doing that made you want to be an artist?
Honestly, I think like a lot of folks, it started from just singing at the church, which I gotta thank my dad, Pastor Pete, for that.
The pastor.
Yeah, he's a pastor. But yeah, I think it just started from singing at the church, and I just fell in love with that. I was like, okay, well maybe this is what I want to do, you know?
So, do you think that it's God that helped you get to where you are now?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that. I think for anybody, I know a lot of people don't believe in that, but I think for everybody, you know, God has always have a plan for somebody. You know?
So, with your gift of music,
Mm-hmm.
do you think you would be able to use that in the church and like use some big gospel music or something?
Yeah, I would love to make a whole gospel record, honestly, because everything is rooted in the church. I feel like whether it's R&B, whether it's rap, whether it's pop, like it's all gospel, you know.
So, like, when was it? It was the Jefferson shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know or know anybody that died or was close to anybody who died in it?
A close friend of mine knew somebody who was in that incident, and at the time I didn't know how to help that person. I just kept like telling him, be strong, you know, it's gonna be all right, everything's gonna be okay. But that was crazy for me because I didn't know what to do at the time. But yeah.
So, like, I'm actually was thinking about writing a song about like what's happening with our young people in the city, about like the Jefferson shootings, the car crashes and stuff,
Yeah.
the stealing cars, robbing banks now. Um, would you be able to help write that?
Yeah, I think so. I would love to help out in any way that I can, you know.
So, as a young artist, do you think that in making and producing music at 15 that it's helping show people that our generation can do big things and that we're not all like just bad and like stealing and stuff? Do you hope to show people that we can do stuff?
I believe so. Hopefully, what I'm doing will bring a positive light on this generation and show, hey, we can do this, we can do that. We don't all gotta be, you know, thugs or whatever. You know.
So, when's your birthday?
My birthday, January 9th.
Dang, he's a January,
Mhm.
born in the winter. But, so let me see. Okay, for me, I don't even know if this is about to make sense or not to some people.
Okay.
But around my birthday time, that's when I feel like I'm at my best, and that's when I'm really good at doing stuff.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like be quiet, bro? You're annoying. Do you feel like your birthday times like help you at all?
Oh, they do. I mean, it's a different feeling, you know, when it's your birthday or whatever, or like when you become a certain age. I think you start to grow as a person. So yeah, I would say the times definitely get better, you know.
So you talk about times getting better. Like, what helped you like get through? Like, were there any struggles in doing so? Like challenges that you faced, Frank?
Prob at my mind, I can't really think of any, but it probably was some things that I was struggling with, and my family was very helpful. That, you know, kind of helped me sane, kept me sane, you know. But yeah.
You know, so my next question was gonna be, how supportive were your parents? Which you kind of already answered it, saying how they help you accomplish it and helped you stay on the right track and stuff. So that's beautiful that you have supportive parents, because some kids don't have their parents to support them in the dreams that they want to do. So they kind of have to make it on their own. But I'm kind of glad that you didn't have to make it on your own. You have like a strong background support system. Yeah.
My last question for you that I have is, who is your lifesaver? Like, who is that one person or two people who pushed you to be your absolute best in life?
That's a good one. You kind of yeah, that's a good one. And it is not even like one particular person, really. I feel like of course my parents. I consider those lifesavers. God is a lifesaver in my eyes. A lot of people that I've met, whether it's like, you know, I met them one time, or it's somebody that I'm real close with, like one of my friends, I would say those are also lifesavers.
Right.
You know?
So in our family, we have this saying that it takes a village to raise a child, and by what you're saying is you have a good supportive village.
Yeah.
You have a village who has your back, who is like down for you, who will push you. So that's good.
Yeah.
We got 5 minutes left. Got something to say. Let's go.
What advice would you give to kids who want to start pursuing their dream or career in music?
Don't give up. Honestly, don't give up. Even no matter how bad it may look or feel, don't give up, because you never know what's gonna happen. You never know. You never know what the greater purpose is, you know? So yeah. And just stay inspired and stay encouraged, you know, and keep people around you that's really gonna support your dreams, and that's not gonna crush your dreams or make fun of it, you know?
Right.
So hearing you say that, did you have any people who made fun of like you saying I want to be a music artist? Did you have anyone say like, oh, I don't think you should do that? Did you have anyone say that to you?
I mean, yeah, there's been a couple of times. people that I don't really know that well, but like just people that might have just pushed it to the side or whatever. Like, oh, okay, whatever, he's gonna do music. But I never really gave that any attention. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just do my own thing. I stay in my own world. You know.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, whenever we are closing out a show, we always say lightsaber at the end of our show, and we give like props to the people.
Mm-hmm.
So, shout out anybody who is supportive to you right now.
Anybody?
Anybody?
Okay. Shout out, like I said, my man Cordell. Shout out Kendrick. Shout out my mom, my dad. I love everybody. Thank y'all for supporting me. And Buffalo is on the rise.
It was on a ride. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal that.
Don't.
Copyright it right now.
Trademark.
Right. Got the C right here.
So we're giving your props to your dad, who's a pastor, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, you guys are listening to Power 96.5. Before we close out, anybody got anything to say?
No, just continue to do good things, and I already know you're a good person and a good student that you could reach high heights.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank
just just continue to do your dreams. As you said, ignore the hate or the negativity that comes your way, because your voice deserves to be heard, and you deserve to make it out there. And I hope you do. And just know I'm a supporter and a fan of yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And please, we do need sponsors a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all want to keep hearing us on here, then that's what we're gonna need. And please, for you, Sam,
Mm-hmm.
we need you to tell people about the show. Let us know if you know anybody who's doing great things,
Mhm.
youth. So, yeah. And on the count of three, we're going to say lightsabers. 1, 2, 3.
Lightsabers. Oh, Jesus.
There we go.